Hi Karan, yes, we are here. So, hello and welcome to all the students watching me right now. So, we are back with the second part of our PT-1 marathon. So, I am aware that class 10 students, you are having your PT-1. In some of the schools, they are over. But in some of the schools, they are still going on or going to be organized in near future. So, we are here with the marathon session for PT-1 with the second chapters of each of the subject, that's history, geography, civics and economics. Ma'am, PPT बनवाना है आपको? No, Suraj, we are like making PPT by self because this is a task that we want to do it by self. Hi Rohit. Acha, you are back, Rohit. Do you want to study class 10 once more? Right? So, how are you doing? How's your 11th class going on? Okay, once again, welcome to all the students. Please let me know, am I audible, visible and everything is clear from my side so that I can proceed with the session. And the topics for today's session is, can you see it on the board? That's nationalism in India, federalism, forest and wildlife and sectors of Indian economy. So in the last class, right, in the last live session just 2 days back, we completed the first chapter from all the sections: history, geography, civics, economy. Rise of nationalism in Europe, done. Power sharing, done. Then we completed the chapter resource and development. So 4 chapters done, and keep it aside. Now moving towards the second step of our preparation. I can see a lot of students joining right now. ये कितने घंटे की रहेगी? So beta, it will be around 1.5 hour to 2 hour, right? So be prepared for 2 hour. We will be having multiple type of questions as well as subjective questions where I am going to teach you how to write the perfect answer to get perfect marks. I'm going fine, बस पढ़ना बहुत पड़ता है 8 to 10 hours daily. Is it like you're preparing for something, right? Yeah, this will be a task for 2 years for 11th, 12th. Once you get into a good college, everything will be sorted. And it's actually true. So, right? ठीक है, this will be from beta, this will be for up till 6 o'clock to 6:30. Ma'am, where are you from? Beta, I am from Bangalore right now. I am teaching from Bangalore right now. However, I am from Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so let's start the session. Rules of the sessions will be, you will be answering all the MCQs in the comment sessions, right? In the chat box quickly. And then we will see who is correct, who is not, and we'll understand the MCQ very nicely so that the theory is also cleared from your side and my side. Okay, let's start the session. Please give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready to answer the questions, and I shall start the session now. So give me a thumbs up for giving me the clarity that everything is okay, ma'am. We can start the session now. Welcome all the students. I can see Karan here, Gen Z as Gen Z free, Suraj here, Rohit Bairagi, and then we can see Raj here. Okay, welcome to all of you here. Fine. Raj is like, thank you for replying my question. Welcome, Raj. Okay, so the first question of the day is this: assertion and reason. It is in the form of assertion and reason. The statement for the assertion is, in 1970, Gandhiji organized a satyagraha to support the peasants of the Kheda district of Gujarat. Is it true or not? Think about that. Then we will move towards the reason. The peasants were affected by crop failure and plague epidemic. They could not pay the revenue and were demanding that revenue collection be relaxed. Options are in front of you. There are 4 options. Both A and R are correct. And reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Then B, both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. C, A is true, but R is false. D, both assertion and reasons are false. Let me see who is answering. I got the answer of Yashraj, B. Okay, Yashraj, great. Madhu is here. Hi, Madhu. How are you, beta? So try answering to the question. Others also. Whoever is watching me right now, beta, I need the answer to this question right now so that then we can discuss about it. Great to see you all here. So this is the second part of our PT-1 preparation. And this is not only going to target your PT-1 but also your final exams. Whatever we are learning in every life, it is somewhere targeting what? Your final exams. So let's be clear about that. We are not targeting the short-term loans, loan nahi bhai, short term goals, rather it is a long term goal. Okay, so the question is in the form of assertion and reason. The first thing, let's see here the B answer is correct or not. Yes. In 1970, Gandhiji organized a satyagrah to support the peasants of Kheda district of Gujarat. This statement is actually correct. Yes. What happened now? Gandhiji came to India in January 1915. Okay. After that, taking a leap from the political career, he then entered into the politics in 1917. Right? In 1917, again in 1917, then in 1918. So if I tell you beta, what happened now in 1917, 17, 18? He participated in 3 satyagraha. First was in Champaran, this was in Bihar, the second was in Kheda, and the third was in Ahmedabad. So here the question is about beta what? About Kheda. So is it in 1917? Yes. Is the Kheda in Gujarat? Yes. This is also correct. The peasants were affected by crop failure and plague epidemic. Yes, beta. This is true actually. What happened in the Kheda district of Gujarat? Right? There was drought. Because of drought, there was crop failure. And Britishers said that whenever there will be a natural calamity, na, we will relax your revenue. As the revenue was not relaxed, Satyagraha was started with the support of Gandhiji. So both A and R are correct, and R is the correct reason of A. A is the correct option over here. So whosoever gave the wrong answer, beta A is the correct answer, and this is the explanation to it. Okay. Okay. Hi ma'am, what is your name? My name is Karan. Beta, my name is Tanvi. You can see in the description of this live session also, my name is Tanvi. Ma'am, am I correct? No, Yash, you are not correct because B is not the correct answer. Beta, A is the correct answer. Let me share a very like in-depth explanation to this topic, right? What happened? There were early satyagraha of Gandhiji. Okay? Early satyagraha of Gandhiji. Now, what is satyagraha basically? Satyagraha is a concept in which Gandhiji trusted on. Okay, Gandhiji introduced it to us. Right? So, early satyagraha of Gandhiji, 1917, 1917 again, 1918. Now, satyagraha means something that is based upon truth and non-violence. Something that is based upon truth and non-violence. What happened in 1917? Satyagraha was organized in Champaran. Okay? Where is Champaran? This Champaran is in Bihar. Then another satyagraha was organized in Kheda. This Kheda is in a district that is in Gujarat. Kheda is a district in Gujarat. Okay? Then 1918, this was in Ahmedabad. Now, what was the issue regarding which these particular satyagrahas were organized? See the issues by. In Champaran, there was oppressive plantation system. What was it, beta? Oppressive plantation system. Achha, do you guys remember in class 8 we studied one thing that was indigo satyagraha. So indigo was asked to be grown in India because indigo was a natural dye. So it was asked to be grown in India. But what happened now? It has deep roots. As it has deep roots now, what happened? It makes the soil not fertile. Now, when it was not fertile, now it was difficult for the farmers to grow another crops. Hence, they revolted in Bengal. This we studied in class 8. What happened now? When Bengal, they were like not getting the success in growing indigo in Bengal, their eyes moved towards Bihar, and hence Champaran Satyagraha was organized. Now in Kheda, what happened? Crop failed, right? Crop failure, and the peasants were demanding for the what? Revenue relaxation. Not provided by Britishers, Satyagraha was started. Okay? If I talk about Ahmedabad, in Ahmedabad, what happened? The mill workers, okay? The mill workers just organized the Satyagraha against the mill owners. Now here one student is saying, ma'am, dates are changed in new NCRT, Shrishti Shukla. Shrishti, you are very much correct here, right? right? Shrishti, you're very much correct that dates are changed. So previous NCRT it was 1917, now it is shifted to 1918. So just information to all the students, please check. Thank you Shrishti for reminding me such thing. Ma'am, drink some water, otherwise you will be tired. Yeah, I'll be drinking water, I will be having my tea in meanwhile, don't worry about that. Okay, chalo, thanks for the concern by the way. So moving towards the next question of the day, and the question is in front of you. I will be waiting for your answers. And the question is, arrange the following in correct sequence. So the events in this question are Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Think about it. When was it signed? Then Gandhiji sent the letter to Viceroy Lord Irwin. Violation of salt satyagraha by Mahatma Gandhi. See, if you are not even remembering these dates, na, then also you can answer this question. Here is a trick about it. If you remember the story behind the civil disobedience movement entirely, then you can easily solve this. I'm waiting for the responses. Options are 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. Quick. Now here I got the answer of Yash. Okay, Yash, let's see you're correct or not. So Gandhi-Irwin Pact, Gandhiji sent the letter to Irwin, and then what? Violation of salt satyagraha. Okay. So anyone who can tell me the correct option? Only one student is giving the answer. What happened to your energy today, guys? So Raj, I'm having the tea. Relax. Okay, I will be fine. I don't know. I have not revised. It's okay. It's okay. So let me tell you the storyboard about that. What happened now? So it is basically CDM, Civil Disobedience Movement. So in the Civil Disobedience Movement, right, I got one more answer, that is Asmita. D is the answer. That's 2, 1, 3. Acha, you guys are answering 2, 1, 3. Are you pretty sure? Are you sure? So what happened na beta? In 1929 at Lahore, okay? In 1929 at Lahore, everyone decided that we will be launching CDM. For that, we need Purna Swaraj. So in this session, Purna Swaraj was declared. Okay? Purna Swaraj was declared. Now, next month, January, right? Next month, January, that is in 1930, Gandhiji prepared 11 demands. Okay? Gandhiji prepared 11 demands, and this was in the form of letter sent to Viceroy. So that is very much clear that 2 is the first event. 2 is the first event. So let's eliminate the other options. Fine. We are left with the option B and D. Now some of you answered D. Let's check you're correct or not. So what happened when Viceroy was given the ultimatum that if you are not accepting my demands till 11th of March, okay, then I will be launching the salt satyagraha. So beta, on 12th of March, salt satyagraha was launched by Gandhiji till 6th of April. On 6th of April, Gandhiji reached the Dandi coast and broke the salt law. Can you see any line regarding this? Yes, we can see. And what is that? Violation of salt law by Mahatma Gandhi. So if this was done, this was done in January, right? This was the part of April. So first is 2, 3 and 1. B is the correct answer, and I don't know why you guys have not given it. No one gave B as the correct answer. D is not the correct answer. Yash, Asmita, right? Now, is it clear to everyone what happened when CDM was being launched, and then at last Irwin thought that by disaster is going to happen. He went to Gandhiji in jail, have a communication with him, and finally what was signed in the month of March next year, 1932, Gandhi-Irwin Pact was signed. So this is the last in the sequence. Okay, do not see in this chapter, particularly from the chapter Rise of Nationalism in Europe and Nationalism in India, MCQ based on chronological order comes a lot. Now, if you are thinking that, ma'am, we forget all the time, this is something you face na. For that, beta, what you have to do is to make a storyboard. right? Just collect the events in form of storyboard. That can help you to solve these type of questions. Next questions we are moving. I will be waiting for your responses, and the question is identify the agitation. Very easy. Identify the agitation, also known as pure soul force. Second, it was not a physical force. A person engaged in this agitation shall not seek the destruction of the opponent and played a vital role in the freedom of India. Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Satyagrah, Dandi Andolan or Quit India movement. In this question, we are talking about what? Let me see who is going to give me the correct answer for this question. What about the students today? Yeah, students are less. Did you guys share this live session with your friends or not? Tell me that. By the way, this is the second live for your PT and we will be completing all the syllabus of your PT. Please do share, beta. If any of the chapter is missed by me, I will cover that too. Okay, I am getting answers as B. Anyone challenge answer the answer of Asmita? You guys have your tea? Evening snacks, tea, done or not? Okay, so is it B or not? Is it B or not? Yashraj is also telling me Satyagrah. Exactly, it is Satyagrah. Okay, so Satyagrah was introduced to us by Gandhi ji. Acha, where else did Gandhi ji practice this concept of Satyagrah? Do you guys know any other country other than India? Basically, this is based upon two things, that is truth as well as what? Non-violence. So with the non-violent manner, we will be putting our points in front of the government and making him accept the demand, making them accept the demand. Ma'am, what was the role of Mahatma Gandhi in the Indian national movement? Beta, the goal was such that, arey bhai, I spilled my tea. So the goal was such that after 1915, right? After 1915, the entire period is known as Gandhian period. The entire period is known as Gandhian period. Ma'am, आपका lecture थोड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है. थोड़ा, only थोड़ा बेटा. You will like it. If you will like it, definitely. Okay, chalo. Come on, moving to the next question. And the question is, how were different social groups involved in the civil disobedience movement? Explain with example. Ma'am, be careful. Yeah, I will be careful now because I have lot of things here on which if I spill the tea, na, it will cost me a lot actually. Fine. So the question is, how a different social group involved in civil disobedience movement? Beta, the civil disobedience movement that's started with the demand of Purna Swaraj. Okay, that started with the demand of Purna Swaraj and with different participants were there. So we are talking about different participants, the social groups which participates in the movement. I'm talking about 5 participants over here, and then even we will talk about the people who did not participate, who did not participated in this movement. First of all, we will talk about large landowners, or what we can say, not large landowners, we will call them peasants, rich peasants. Okay, what do we call them? Rich peasants. So one social group was rich peasant. Then there was poor peasant who participated in the war. However, the participation was limited. We will also talk about them also, right? Then there were industrialists, rich industrialists. Okay, and then there were poor, not poor, industrial workers. Okay? Then there were industrial workers who were working in these industries formed by a rich industrialist. And then we have women. So beta, these are the 5 groups. You can write it as a subheading. These are the 5 groups which participated in the civil disobedience movement. This question comes for how many marks? 5 marks. So the question is, how they were participating in CDM with different point of view. Were they participating or not? Beta, so if we talk about rich peasants, there were peasants like Gurjars, Jats, right? Jats of Haryana, and they participated very actively in civil disobedience movement. Yes, these industrialists are basically business class only. Okay, so this rich peasants participated. Why? What happened? Rich peasants were affected by high revenue policy. Okay, they were affected by high revenue policy, and one more thing, they were also affected by imports. Right, imports that was by the foreign goods. Basically I'm here talking about imports means the foreign goods, so they participated actively. Talking about poor peasants, beta, poor peasants, the participation was limited in scope, right? Limited in scope. Why? Because they were not even having the land, but still the peasants who participated demanded for the reduction in revenue. They were affected by revenue and hence demanded for the reduction in revenue. When I talk about industrialists wanted that foreign exchange sterling ratio to be balanced. Now what is that? Beta, what happened? This is India, right? And this is UK. For example, this is India and this was Britain. So what was happening now? Britain was taking the raw materials, cheap raw materials from India. Okay? So they were taking the raw materials from India, making the finished product and selling that finished product in India. Whenever the goods are transported from one region to another, the other region takes custom duties, that means the tax. Now who was ruling India? British government. So the tax was definitely going into that pocket. So there's custom duties of no sense. But what happened? Whenever any Indian product was like sent to market, rest of the market, lot of high custom duties were collected, due to which Indian product become expensive, British product become cheaper. You will buy the product which is expensive or cheaper? Obviously cheaper, right? And hence the industrialists were facing setback because of the competition growing in the market, right? And hence they participated actively. But when we talk about industrial workers, they were limited in scope. Why, beta? Because they were not friend of business class. This business class was supporting Congress was supporting business class. Obviously political parties run on money, right? And hence these workers were not interested because they knew that my demands will not be fulfilled. And when we talk about women, yes, they participated actively in this CDM, that is civil disobedience movement. Hi, मेरा नाम करण है, मैम मेरा नाम एक time repeat कर दो. Yes, Karan, hi beta, welcome on the platform. Seeing that you are from the starting and watching me right now. Study as much as possible from this live session. I will be happier if you have like benefits out of this class, if you take the benefits out of this class. Okay, chaliye. Moving to the next question. In the form of assertion, reason, answers from all the students are welcomed. So, assertion, the council elections were boycotted in most provinces except Madras. Is it true? Right? The reason is that in many places merchants and traders refused to trade in foreign goods or finance foreign trade. Interesting questions. I want answers now. Interesting question it is. I just want answer now. Ma'am, can you please explain the poor peasant part? Yes, Asmita. Wait for this question to be done. I'll explain that again. No issues. Okay, we'll do that again. Yes, just giving me the answer as B. Both assertion and reason are true, but R is not the correct explanation of assertion. Okay, let me check whether it is correct or not. Others, what are you doing, guys? Quick. Karan, please don't spam anyone here. We are here to study, beta. Okay, again I am getting the answers as B from other students too. Let me check, beta. So the council elections were boycotted in most provinces except Madras. This is very much correct statement. Okay? The next line is, in any places merchants and traders refused to trade in. This is also very much correct. But both the statements do not have any connection with each other, and hence as you told, B is the correct option. Here we will talk about one topic, that is council elections. That is what? Council elections. Do you know this topic comes from where? Beta, this topic comes from NCM, that is non-cooperation movement. So, when non-cooperation movement was planned, right? When non-cooperation movement was planned, Gandhiji presented a program. Gandhiji presented a program in which Gandhiji said that we will follow the policy of boycott. Okay? Here boycott means boycott of the foreign goods, boycott of the foreign liquor, and boycott of the foreign institutions. Institutions like school, colleges, law courts, as well as what? Councils too. Now here, by the council, I mean legislative council. Yes, that legislative council where dominance was of Britishers, but somewhere Indians have some percent of membership. So, beta, the people, the members of Indian members, like political parties members, were like debating with Gandhiji that we want to participate in election. But somehow Gandhiji managed to make them all what? Agreed on this. So everyone adopted this. But there was a party in Madras. Okay, there was a party in Madras referred as Justice Party. Referred as what, beta? Justice Party. Except that party, everyone boycotted council as agreed upon the policies of Gandhiji. So this is the story behind it. Okay. Ma'am, can you please say you once? What is that? Miss, you are a best teacher. Thank you, beta. Thank you for giving this compliment. So hope this question is also clear, as you were asking about poor peasantry. But talking about poor peasants, they participated. But see, majorly whenever you study the revolution, whenever you study about the revolts, the movements, you will see that the participants are majorly the middle class people. Because they are the most sandwiched one always. When we talk about poor peasantry, they participated. I'm not denying that fact. They participated, but actually not as much that of rich peasants. But they participated. Because what happened, that they were affected by two people. One was the revenue collected by Britishers, and as they were not owning any land, they were taking the lands from the tenants. Tenants, that means they have to pay the rent also. And hence they participated because of this issue. Two issues was revenue collection as well as high tenancy, that means rent. Okay, clear to you? Great. Next question is here. Identify the place from the details given below. Very easy. Let's identify the place. Sometimes map work type of question also come like this. The place is known for salt satyagraha. Okay. The place was chosen as the starting point of civil disobedience movement. Starting point of what? Civil disobedience movement. The place is situated in Gujarat. Tell me, Jallianwala Bagh, Champaran, Chauri Chaura or Dandi. Very easy. I want quick answers for this question, right? Quick answer for this question in front of you. Can you? Okay, Dandi. I got the answer. Yash is very quick in answering. Today's all answers. For the first one to give the answer today is Yash up till now. Let's see who can beat him. B. Asmita is telling. Are Asmita? C or B? C or B? You're not sure about this question. So, let's talk about this. So, yes, the place is known for salt satyagraha. So, salt satyagraha is what? The satyagraha started by Gandhiji basically to make the salt. Why make the salt? Because salt was made the symbol of resistance in CDM. Why? Because actually it was like consumed by every individual, either it be rich, either it be poor, either it be Hindu or Muslim or anyone, and hence salt was taken as a symbol of resistance. Yes, we know that. So this salt was like, the law was there that only monopoly to make the salt after boiling the water, ocean water, was in the hands of Britishers. So breaking this law, this was done at Dandi. ठीक है. This march is popularly known as Dandi March. This march is popularly known as Dandi March. Started in 6th of April and in 6th of started in 12th of March, ended in 6th of April. From where it was started? It was started from Sabarmati Ashram. It was started from Sabarmati Ashram by Gandhi ji. ठीक है, by Gandhi ji along with 78 delegates. They reached to the the place Dandi, where they all broke the salt law. ठीक है, so it was breaking of the law, and hence we call this movement as CDM, that is Civil Disobedience Movement. D is the correct answer. For the rest of the option, Jallianwala Bagh, this is in Punjab. We all know that General Dyer entered and like gunshot all the people, killed lot of people. Then Champaran, beta Champaran is in Bihar. Okay, what is the issue regarding Champaran? In 1922, ठीक है, 1922 NCM, that is non-cooperation movement, was withdrawn at Champaran. Non-cooperation movement was withdrawn because of the violence happened there. So neither B nor C, D is the correct option, right? Sorry, I get confused. I gave you the information regarding Chauri Chaura. अरे बेटा, this is regarding Chauri Chaura, ठीक है? Array, I just missed everything. Okay, so we'll clear you out. Champaran is in Bihar. Up till here, everything was correct. Somewhere I read this option and explained you that. So, Champaran is in Bihar, related with indigo cultivation issue, oppressive plantation system. My bad. Chauri Chaura is in Gorakhpur, UP. Okay, Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh, where the issue is related to the withdrawn of non-cooperation movement. Okay, I just made my mistake as correct. What happened now? I was reading Champaran, Bihar, then I read Chauri Chaura and explained that. This is something what happened, nothing more than that. Next, assertion and reason. We have next question right in front of your screen. In Awadh, the peasants were led by Alluri Sitaraman Raju. Is it correct? Reason is the movement here was against Audh Kisan Sabha. Was it against Audh Kisan Sabha? Okay, options are in front of you. Tell me the correct option for the question here. So the question is, what is the question, beta? The question is Awadh. So here the question is regarding the non-cooperation movement, right? It is somewhere aligning to the non-cooperation movement. मैम बस 4 बच्चों को पढ़ा रही हैं. हाँ बेटा, एक भी, if there will be one also ना, then also I will be teaching. Ma'am, D confirm. Arey, very good, yaar. So I am getting the correct answer for this question as D. Both assertion and reason are false. Very good, very good. So we are here talking about the time when non-cooperation movement was started, and it is from the topic when it reached to the countryside. ठीक है, when it reached to where beta? When it reached to countryside. Now what happened in the countryside? Basically the village area. The people were affected by chowkidari, tax, revenue and lot more thing. Now what happened? In Awadh region, Awadh Kisan Sabha was made by a leader. And what was that leader? Was it Alluri Sitaraman Raju? No. Alluri Sitaraman Raju is a tribal folk hero in Andhra Pradesh. Now, who is going to tell me that who was the member here in Awadh peasant movement? Anyone? Who was he? Someone like Baba or something like that? Tell me fast. Who know this? Let me check. Okay, Awadh is Ramchandra. Very good, Yashraj. So, Baba Ramchandra was the leader, and hence this sentence become wrong. So, A is wrong. Okay, let us move to the reason. The movement here was against Audh Kisan Sabha. Beta, it was not against Audh Kisan Sabha. Rather, this movement led to the formation of Audh Kisan Sabha. And hence, both assertion and reason are false. Very good to the students who marked this answer as correct. Very good. Good going. Keep going. Next, an important question. The very first topic from this chapter. Important question and the most demanding topic from this chapter, which usually comes for how many marks? 5 marks. Acha, tell me honestly, recently I uploaded the chapter that is nationalism in India on the same platform. Tell me honestly, how many of you have watched that session? So that session is particularly beta long session where I discussed about important questions along with the theoretical part. So you're going to enjoy that particular video, and that is a power package video where we complete the chapter nationalism in India. So if you are not aware about that, you can go and watch this and can give me your feedback also. Okay, so now question is, explain the implications of First World War on the economic political situation of India. By this story we are well aware from the previous chapter, Europe, that because of the Balkan crisis, what happened? First World War happened. Now First World War that's happening in Europe, how will it affect us? Because a person is participative here, and who's that? That's Britain. Britain is participating in the First World War. What is the connection of Britain in India, beta? The connection is that we were at that time the colony of Britain. As we were the colony of Britain, Britain used India in First World War very much that it changed the economic and political life of India. Okay, if you want to write this answer for 5 marks, follow this 5 steps and you are going to get 5 marks. What are the steps? First of all, you will write the intro, okay, the starting line, that following are the implications of First World War on the economic and political life of India. The first point will be, right, it led to the increase in what? It led to the increase in defense expenditure. Okay, it led to the increase in defense expenditure of British government, and hence what happened, beta? And hence taxes were increased in India, right? Custom duties increased in India. Okay, custom duties increased in India, as well as income tax. Okay, which tax was introduced? Income tax was introduced in India. Okay, whenever war type situation happens, na beta, whenever war type situation happens, what will be the first thing? The war prices increases. The war increased the prices in the market, and hence what happened, beta? Prices increases in the market. When price increase, it become difficult for the common people. Okay? It become difficult for which people? The common people of India, right? The poor people of India, basically. The third is about the forced recruitment, right? The third point is about the forced recruitment, where the villagers were asked to forcibly be the part of the army. Indian soldiers were being sent to Europe to fight on the behalf of Britishers. Right? The next one is crop failure, right? During this time, beta, as Britishers' focus was only on the war, they were not watching about the condition, they were not making the policies, they were not working on the irrigation and all, and hence what happened? Crop failed. As crop failed, what will happen? Obviously, the farmers will face the issue because they have to give anyhow the revenue to the Britishers. Next is about influenza. One epidemic influenza spread, which led to what, beta? All these situations led to famine, and some around 12 to 13 million population perished. How much? 12 to 13 million population perished during this time, and this is the impact. Yes, your points are very, very much correct about this. And this is how we are going to frame our answer that will give us how many marks? 5 marks. Tell me, fatafat, give me a thumbs up that if everything is clear to you, and now you're going to write the answer in the same way in your exam or not. Everyone, fatafat, tell me. Clear? Great. Yes, you are correct here. Fine. So now here we are back with the next question, MCQ type of question, and the question is, who was the writer of the book Hind Swaraj? Okay? Who was writer of the book Hind Swaraj? Sometimes easy questions also come in exam and we make silly mistakes that usually happens with us. Great. So the question is, I'm getting the answers. Very good. Asmita is like, I will be the first one to give the answer this time. Great, great. Yes, Asmita, I can see your answer. Fine. Anyone else who can tell me that this is correct answer or not? The question is, who wrote the book Hind Swaraj? Okay. Interesting question. Who wrote the book Hind Swaraj? Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. So beta, what happens na? There is a novel, or yeah, we can call it book, Hind Swaraj, that was written in the year 1909 by, yes, Mahatma Gandhi. So the correct answer is C. What statement did Gandhiji wrote in that, beta? Right? By the time he was about to launch NCM, the time when he was about to launch NCM, that is non-cooperation movement, he said that, do you guys know actually why are we as the colony of Britishers? Do you guys actually know what is the issue? The issue is that we are cooperating. Okay? We are cooperating with the Britishers. Achha, what do you mean by cooperating? They opened the British school, we are sending the children's. They opened the British colleges, we joined for jobs. They opened the councils, we are joining them. Right? So what we are doing? They are selling the foreign clothes, we are buying them. They are selling the foreign liquor and there is a queue outside the shop. So up till the time we are cooperating the Britishers, we will be enslaved by the Britishers. Getting my point? And this was the statement given by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so hope now this point is clear to everyone. Hello to all the students who recently joined me. Hello, I'm seeing your comments. Don't worry about that. Let's just make the session interesting, impressive by participating in the quiz. Okay, next question. Khilafat Committee was formed in 1919 in the city of Bombay, Calcutta, Lucknow, Amritsar. One-liner questions, but sometimes we make the mistake. Okay, Elvis Bhai is here. Arey, Elvis Bhai is only one, yaar. Only one Elvis Bhai is there. How can you guys keep your name as Elvis? Okay, so the next question here in front of you. Khilafat Committee was formed in 1919, right? Confused or not? I'm pretty sure. Confusion going in your mind. Okay, I'm getting answers as Asmita C, Anurag as B. Anyone who can challenge the answer and can give me the correct answer because they are not correct. A hint is given to you. Now you can pick the correct one. Anyone? Bombay. Yash is here with the correct answer. Ma'am, A, Bombay. Yes, beta. Very good, yaar. Yes, it is Bombay. So, Khilafat Committee was formed in Bombay. Okay, in the year 1919. Everyone know the story regarding that, or do I need to share? Chalo, I will share. So, the issue is Khilafat issue. Okay, issue is what? Khilafat issue. Now what happened? The background is such that World War I was going on. Who is with D here? Are you changed the option? No, it's Bombay. It's Bombay. Why? You guys are fighting A, B, C, D. What is going on? So, it was First World War. In this First World War, there were two groups. Okay? And the two groups were Central Powers, right, and the allied powers. See, you will know the story, hear it out. Okay, there were Central Powers and allied powers. Now what happened? In this allied power was Britain, ठीक है भाई, उनका friend France, okay, then Russia. This was a group. Here in the Central Power was Turkey, ठीक, then there was Germany and many more countries like that. Now who won the war? Who won the war? Beta, this allied powers won the war. ठीक है? As the allied powers won the war, there were rumors that they are going to apply harsh treaty. However, it was not rumored. They are actually going to apply harsh treaty, right? And it was said that Khalifa. Now, who is Khalifa, bhai? Khalifa is the spiritual head of Muslim community. The spiritual head of Muslim community. That this Khalifa, right? The powers of this Khalifa will be taken away because of this treaty. right? And this was the result of First World War. So now what happened? The Muslims, right? Muslims in India get agitated because they also have a deep connection with the spiritual leader, and in response formed a committee, that is Khilafat Committee. Okay, where? Bombay. Who formed the committee? Now I got the answer here. Ali brothers. Yashraj, very good. Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali, both were brothers. Ali brothers basically formed this Khilafat committee in Bombay. And then later the support was taken by Gandhiji. Gandhiji, taking it as a background, started an all India movement, that is non-corporation. Cooperation, not corporation. Bhai, I started a industry. Cooperation movement. Get it? Very good. Story clear in your mind, Asmita? Will you ever forget it now? No, na? Confused. Who was confused? Then Akshita is here. Hi, Akshita. Hello, beta. How are you? How's your preparation going on? Are you guys going to have PT-1 in like some days, or they are over? Please let me know so that I can plan my sessions accordingly for the next class. And we have one more question. Consider the following case and choose the correct option. By the way, questions from the chapter Nationalism in Europe is over. We are heading towards federalism. Okay. So the question is, the Parliament of India wants to pass a new law, okay, regarding marriage and divorce. Regarding what? Marriage and divorce. So, on subject on which the state legislature of Kerala also wishes to legislate. They also wish to legislate. According to the Indian Constitution, which government is empowered to make laws on this subject? Very interesting. Tricky question. They are just trying to make it tricky. However, the answer will be straightforward, obviously. Right? So, only the Parliament of India, only the state legislature, both Parliament and state legislature, or neither, as this power is reserved for local government. Is it? Acha, I got the answer also. Hi, Anand. Hi, beta. How are you, Anand? You can also participate in the quiz going on. Ma'am, why are you teaching all chapter 2 instead of 1? Because Anand, like 2 to 3 days back, I had a session in which I taught all the first chapters. Now it is the time we are moving towards second chapter, because lot of schools are taking the second chapters in PT2 also. So I don't want any of the student left behind with any of the chapter, and hence we are taking second chapter. Okay, I got 2 answers, one from Yash and one from Asmita, telling me C as the correct option. And if you guys want to know the answer, yes, C is the correct option. Why? C is the correct option. So beta, for 2 purposes, like administration, right? Arey bhai, chapter's name is federalism, where federalism means the sharing of powers, right? So we shared the powers for beta what? Administration plus legislation among the different levels of government. Okay? We divided it in the form of list. The first one is union list. Very good. The second one is state list. Okay. And the third one here is concurrent list. Okay. The third one here is concurrent list. We are aware about that. Acha, tomorrow is my SST paper of PT-1. Okay, great, Anand. Can you please tell that what I am teaching right now is aligning with your syllabus or not? Or do you need any help from my side? You can please share that too. So, in this union list, beta, all the subjects, pay attention, all the subjects that are of national importance, that means that are the subject where equal decision shall be taken for the country, like defense of the country. What if we give the defense to the states? MP will be fighting with Rajasthan, Kerala will be fighting with Tamil Nadu, and this will happen, and the result will be chaos. Okay, so union list, the subjects that are of national importance. And who makes the law? Beta, central government makes the law. Who makes the law? The central government makes the law. ठीक है भाई, clear? Now moving towards the state government. The state government in which there are subjects of regional importance. There are subjects of regional importance. Who makes the law? ठीक है, the state government makes the law, right? If I talk about the subjects in the union list, they are like defense of India, right? Single defense system we need, we call it what? Indian Army. We don't call it MP Army, Karnataka Army, ठीक है? Then there is currency, okay. Okay, then there is banking system that needs to be same for the entire nation and hence added in the list, union list. Then regional importance like police by, right? MP police, Karnataka police, Punjab police, we are calling it MP police. Why? State subject. Then agriculture. Agriculture in each of the state is different and hence we put it in state list. ठीक है? Now comes to the question. Now you are asking, ma'am, ये concurrent list में आता है? Yes. So concurrent list is the list in which there are subjects of common interest, in which both the center and the state government, both the central plus the state government can make the laws, like marriage, divorce, forest, etc. Okay, get it? This is how the answer should be, because marriage and divorce comes in what? Concurrent list, and hence who makes the law? Both the parliament and state legislature. Clear? Okay, ma'am, can you take history one lecture for half hour? Anand, I just taught it in the last live. Do one thing, beta. I have already recorded the session for that chapter also. You can go, you can even watch the rapid revision. Still you have any doubt, I'm there to clear that. Okay, I'm not getting idea in this. I get it. What about residual list? Yes, I missed it. Now, there are a lot of subjects that are being missed because every day we are getting some new thing, right? So, a list is being prepared, that is residuary list. Okay, which list? Residuary list, like IT, communication, which was not present during the time constitution was made. And hence, they are listed here. Okay, who makes the law in that? Central government makes the law. Acha, why central government only makes the law? Because we are a federal country but with a powerful central government. Okay? We are a federal country but with a powerful central government. No, it does not lie in this 3 list, but yes, we have a separate list and hence we should be informed about that. Okay, great. While writing the answer also, you need to put that point about the residuary list, otherwise your marks will be deducted. Okay, I think the question is repeated. Describe 5 features of federalism. Anyone in the class who can just remember the 5 features of federalism and can tell me? Okay, thank you, ma'am. Welcome, bacha. So, describe what 5 features of federalism. Obviously, 5 features for how many marks? 5 marks. Okay. Now, in this type of questions, when the question comes for describe 5 features of federalism, what you will do? We will start with the definition. Okay? What is federalism? Federalism is a form of is a type of government in which what happens, beta? In which power is shared, from central government okay, to its constituent unit. This is federalism. Like in India, we have central government, state government, local government. So the powers are shared in the levels. Yes. What 5 points we are going to write will be? First point, there will be 2 or more than 2 levels of government. The first thing is that, okay, there will be not a single layer holding one power, calling it as a centralized government, right? Then the second will be there will be 2 or more than 2 levels of government. Next will be beta the levels. right? The levels govern the same citizen, govern the same citizen, okay? But, right, they governs the same citizen but have their own jurisdictions, right? But have their own jurisdiction. Acha, if there is anyone who do not know about what jurisdiction stands for, beta, jurisdiction is the actually right to make laws on topics like the subjects listed, as well as the areas. Like union government will be making law for the entire nation, but the state government will be making law for the state, and that is the jurisdiction, the area and the topics on which you make the law. ठीक है मैम, लिखने में टाइम लगता है. यस यस यस, आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट. तो ये नहीं है मैम, हम मेघना इज लाइक Meghansh, sorry, my bad. Meghansh is like, okay, so what is in your syllabus? Tell me, bacha. So some of the school are taking second chapter also in their exam, and hence I bought that. For the first chapter, live is already being done. You guys can watch that, rewatch that. Just 2 days back, I took a live for the all first chapters from the topic, right? So in case this is also coming, then this one is for those students, okay? I don't want to miss any chapter so that students don't feel like this chapter is not covered, that is not covered. That is the reason I bought the second chapter series for you, okay? So the level, these levels govern the same citizens, but their jurisdictions are different, okay? This is the second point. Now we have to write how many points by? We have to write 5 points. Now what is the source from where this power is coming? So beta, all this jurisdiction, right? All this jurisdiction and the power is mentioned in the constitution. Okay? All this is mentioned in the constitution, right? Now all this is mentioned in the constitution. It cannot be changed unilaterally. It cannot be changed unilaterally. Beta, what happens now? This division of power among the central government, the state government and the local government. You know that what happened? This power division cannot be changed unilaterally. By unilaterally, I mean by any one single level. By any one single level. It needs the permission of 2/3 of the majority, right? Which is actually not easily possible. So what does it mean? That this is the basic principle of Indian Constitution and cannot be changed unilaterally. Okay, the last thing is that the source of revenue. Beta, they are doing the work, na? These levels of government are doing the work, performing their duties, making laws, implementing them. So when they are doing that, their source of revenue also comes from the Constitution. Now tell me, is it clear, ma'am? Why am I telling you, ma'am? Source of revenue is divided. Okay, Meghansh is like, thank you. Bye, ma'am, I have to leave. Yes, you are going? Okay, you are so sweet. Thank you, beta. I want nationalism in Europe. Anand, I will suggest you to please go and watch my video regarding the chapter Nationalism in Europe. I uploaded it in detail. That will be more helpful for you. Okay, I can write answers by my own. That's great, Anand. That's very nice. Ma'am, explanation, please. Again, video is uploaded. Please go and watch, na bacha. Okay, great. Next question. Which of the following statements are true regarding the distribution of legislative powers in India? Again, the question is round and round from the same topic, but it is actually high demanding topic. So, subjects like defense and banking are on the union list, are they? I just told you, na? Subjects like police and agriculture are on the state list. Is it? Think about it. Subjects like education and forest are on the concurrent list. Think about it. Education and forest. Residuary subjects like cyber laws fall under the jurisdiction of the state government. Choose the correct answer. I want quick answer. Just now, I explained this. It's question, beta. It's question. Options are here. A, B, C, D. It's question. I just want the answers. I'm even getting the answers from Asmita. Waiting for others to give me the correct answer for the same question. Anyone answer, please? Asmita is answering as D. D, where all of these are correct. Asmita, are you sure? Are you sure about it? Beta, see, subjects like defense and banking, which are national important subjects on the union list. This is correct. ठीक है भाई. Police and agriculture on the state list. Okay, this is also correct. Education and forest on the concurrent list. This is also correct. But the problem lies with this. Residuary subjects like cyber laws fall under the jurisdiction of state government. No, beta. Whatever is in the list of residuary subject, who makes the law? I just told you. Who makes the law? No, you guys are sure, but you guys are wrong. So, on this, beta, the central government makes the law. Who makes the law? The central government makes the law. Options are correct. Which option is correct? B is the correct option. Anyone? I saw someone giving B as the correct answer. Anurag. Very good, Anurag. It is 1, 2 and 3 correct, beta. D option is not correct. Okay. Now get the point why D is not correct. Pay attention, beta, while answering to the question. Okay. Now what makes India a federal country? I did not notice. Who did not notice, beta? Asmita, this is how we make. See, I agree you don't notice, but keep this to this live session only. Do not forget to notice this in the final exams or in your school exams or in your half yearly, right? It's okay. It's okay. I did not notice the word state because you were in so much hurry to give me the correct answer. And sometimes this is what happened. Ma'am, correction. Yes. Okay. Anand is like, ma'am, correction. Okay. Chalo. Next question, right in front of you. What makes India a federal country? I'm not going to define it very nicely because we just did it. We did it. What makes India a federal country? So I'm just giving you a hint that whenever the question comes like this, you have to tell what, beta? You have to tell the administrative and legislative division. The administrative and legislative decisions in the form of list. Okay, the union list. Okay, this is what makes India a federal country, dividing the powers into the list. Union list, then state list, then we will talk about concurrent list, then residuary. Okay, so this will be the perfect 4 points for your answer. This is what makes India a federal country. Ma'am, it shares the power among different organs of government. Nahin, among different levels of government. This chapter is about federalism. Okay, next question. Okay, which of the following statements are true regarding the structure of local government in India? So the question is, which of the following statement is true regarding the structure of local government in India? Come on, read it. The head of the Gram Panchayat is Sarpanch. Do you feel it? The Zilla Parishad is apex body of Panchayati Raj system at the district level. Then we have the Jilla Parishad is the apex body of Panchayati Raj system. Okay? At least 1/4 of all the position in the local bodies are reserved for women. The political head of municipal corporation is called mayor. Choose the correct option for this question, right? Adit be like, join karogi. Where you want her to join? D. Okay, I'm getting the answers as D. That's all of the above is correct. Yes. All of the above are correct. Head of Gram Panchayat, Sarpanch hai bhai. So in the Panchayati Raj system, the highest level is district. And in district, who is the head? Jilla Parishad. ठीक है भाई. 1/4 of the... No. No, there is a mistake. Who said that 1/4? Right? 1/4 of all the positions in the local bodies are reserved for women. Are you sure? No. 1/3. 33%, yaar. 1/3. Right? Mistake done. 1/3 of the women will be reserved. Not this. So, It is 1, 2 and 4 as the correct option. Find the mistake. Get the mistake. Dhyan. Get it? Okay, thank you, Anant. But what? B. Yes, B bhai. Yes, Boon Gaming. We made a mistake, yaar. We made a mistake in saying 1/4. It's 1/3. Okay? Okay, next question. Assertion and reason in the form of assertion and reason. A major steps towards decentralization in India was taken in 1992. Is it correct? Next is the constitution was amended to make the third tier of democracy more powerful and effective. Very easy question. I need the answer very quick for this. Okay? Quick without wasting much of the time. Quick answer to this question. Yes, ma'am. Okay, great, great. Major step toward decentralization. Was it taken in 1992? मैम आप बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाते हो. Thank you बेटा. Thank you for these compliments. Means a lot. Do come in the live session. Watch the recorded videos. You are going to be benefited from there. So I'm getting the answers as A. Yes, decentralization was done in 1992 and by this local government was formed which made the democratic principles more effective. So A is the correct answer. Very good. Next question. Which of the following is not the feature of federal system? Again, which of the following is not the feature of federal system? Like this you have to answer this question too. Central government with exclusive control over foreign policy and defense, subordinate levels of government with some degree of autonomy, a constitution that divides power between different levels of government, a single level of citizenship for all residents. What do you think is the option? Which of the following is not the feature of a federal system? Now, not the feature of a federal system. You know what is federalism? Federalism is basically, if I tell you the exact and the ideal definition of federalism is sharing of power, equal power among central as well as its constituent units. Right? However, India is not a perfect federal country. Think about that and an answer. Right? A. Not a feature. Bhai, not a feature. Yaar. Not a feature. Not a feature. Not a feature. No, A is not the correct answer. Okay, I got a correct answer. That's D. Anurag. Very good, Anurag. Single level of citizenship. By if you go to United States of America, that is actually a perfect federal system where you will find that at every level they have different citizenship. Right? So not single, because in single, like single if we're talking about, it will be unitary in power. That means the power lies with only the center. Okay? So it's federal feature, not I'm talking about Indian federalism. Actually, India is not a perfect federal country and hence we do not use federal word in any of the like constitution. No federal word is used in Indian constitution because why? Because beta, this federal word gives you one more right and that is right to secede away. You know what is secede away? So that Indian state have a power to separate it from the main territory. But if we give this power now, India will be divided and hence we did not use the word federal. What do we use? India, that is Bharat shall be union of the states. This is the first article of Indian constitution. So remember that this federal features, or like the perfect federal features also give some of these points. And hence we are federal country with unitary factors, unitary features, some of the unitary features. Okay? Explain the changes made after decentralization in India 1992. By this question comes for 5 marks. That explain the situation of Indian political system before 1992 and after 1992. So what happened after 1992? Again, introduction, the points. What happened after 1992? Basically, the constitutional status. constitutional status is given to local bodies, and hence after every 5 years what will be organized? Elections will be organized for the local bodies. First point is this. Okay? First point is this, right? For this elections beta a separate, okay, for this election a separate state election commission is made. For this election a separate state election commission is made. This is also a constitutional body, right? Third point is that seats will be reserved for, okay, seats will be reserved for whom? Seats will be reserved for SC, ST and OBC. Okay, this is the third change. Then 1/3 seats will be reserved for women. 1/3 seats will be reserved for women. How many points do we have? 4. Next is again the source of revenue. Why? They will be doing work for the local areas, so they need money. From where the source is, it is also listed in the constitution. So these are the changes what happened after 1992, brought by 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. Get it? Everyone, will you be able to write this answer? Again a thumbs up I need your responses. Where are you? Are you like sleeping or like watching the video with full concentration? Next question, by the way, until you are responding to me. Again, which of the following is not the key feature of federalism? Again, yeah, some repeat questions are there, but let's practice as much as possible until we stop making mistakes. Question is, there are 2 or more levels of government, okay? The jurisdiction of the respective levels or tiers of government are specified in the constitution, is it? Next is, the fundamental provision of the constitution cannot be unilaterally changed by any one level of government, and such changes require the consent of both the levels of government. Is it true? Last is, the central government can pass on orders to the provincials or the local government. What do you think? What do you think is the correct answer to this question? Tell me. Easy question. I need answers. Tell me quickly. Which of the following is not the key feature of federalism? Anyone? Are? No responses coming. Why? By? Acha, D is okay. You are giving the answers. Are? I was not the one who was watching. The central government can pass on order to the provincial. Yes, they cannot, because central government have their powers and the state governments have their own power. No, Surat, C is not the correct answer. D is. Next, let's move to geography. Okay, let's move to geography. Which of the following statement best evaluates the primary purpose of Joint Forest Management Program, that is JFM? Okay, so which of the following statement best evaluates the primary purpose of Joint Forest Management Program? The question is regarding JFM, important topic of geography. To completely transfer the ownership of forest from the government to local communities, is it, bhai? Next is to create partnership between local communities and the forest department to manage and restore degraded forest. To clear degraded forest, or to declare all degraded forest as wildlife sanctuaries. Anyone with the correct answer? Anurag, is this D for this question? Are you sure? Or for the previous one? So, which of the following statement best evaluates the primary purpose of JFM? By this is from the chapter Forest and Management. Okay, the second chapter of geography. Quite important one. basically joint. Joint is what? A word that clearly makes us understand about that topic. Who is making this joint efforts? So the forest department is making this joint efforts with the help of local communities, because they believe that these local communities knows about the area best. So you are correct, beta. B is the correct option. B is very much correct option for this question. Okay, very good. Next is what are the steps taken by the government for the conservation of forest and wildlife in India? This I am giving you as a homework question. So this is the very first question from the chapter Forest and Wildlife, very easy one. You have to go and prepare 5 points how they made effort. So they demanded 1972 Act, then about wildlife sanctuaries and all. You have to tell that. Next question. The famous Chipko movement in the Himalayas, where local people embrace trees to prevent them from being cut, is a significant example of what? Of what? Is it government-led afforestation? Was afforestation being done in this? Community participation, conservation, project to promote commercial farming, forestry, a wildlife protection program. What is the correct answer? Yes. Arey, Haryana is here. Haryana Furfur. I don't remember your name, by the way. So you were in the last class also. Great. Nice to see you here. Correct answer to this question. What do you feel, beta? So here they are asking about a movement, that is Chipko movement. Okay? And this Chipko movement is the example of community participation. We know that by there were trees and the people started hugging it so that nobody is going to cut this. And hence this cannot be the example for afforestation. Rather, it is the example for community participation in conservation. No, Asmita, it's not C, it's B. To all the students giving me B as the correct option, very good. Chalo. Next question, next question, next question. What is the role of communities in the conservation of forest and wildlife in India? Beta, this is one of the most important, right? This is one of the most important and most repeated question of all times. Most important and most repeated question of all time, which have 5 points and gives you 5 marks. I am just telling you the headings. You have to learn about them. The first is about Sariska Tiger Reserve. Right? The first is about Sariska Tiger Reserve. What happened there, beta? In Rajasthan, na, the people living in Sariska Tiger Reserve, the government was starting a mining activity. The people said that, Acha, you only passed the Wildlife Protection Act, citing that. They said, no, we are not going to allow you to do so because this will affect our forest, this will affect our wildlife. Community participation, example of that. Similar such event happened in Alwar district of Rajasthan. What they did? 1200 hectares of land, they declared it as sanctuary, wildlife sanctuary, and set their own rules and regulations. This was also a very good thing. Then we know about Chipko movement. We just now heard about that, right? The fourth one here can be the sacred groves, right? Sacred groves, that means considering plants and animals as god and goddesses. We do so. That's the part of Indian traditional society. Yes, exactly. And the fifth one is about Beej Bachao Andolan. Beej Bachao Andolan. Here the communities in Andolan. The communities in Tehri, what they did, they are just saving the seeds that are indigenous in nature. They are creating multiple types of seeds, but not with a single chemical in that, and that's great. Okay? Is it clear? Okay, very good. Next. So we have some questions related to these topics. Let's figure out the answers quickly. And the questions are, in the Alwar district of Rajasthan, the inhabitants of 5 villages declared 1200 hectares of forest, right, as Bhairav Dev Dakab Sanctuary. They have their own sets of rules which do not allow hunting and protect the wildlife. Okay? What is the most significant inference about that? Tell me. Yes, traditional seeds. It was followed by traditional knowledge practice. Correct, very good. So government involvement is always seen for successful conservation? No bhai, government involvement is not seen always. We saw this with the previous examples, right? Ma'am, indigenous means something that belongs to our land. It's not imported from somewhere. Okay, so there are seed mixing, all that na, that's not the part of it, right? Next is local communities play a vital role in protecting habitat, sometimes even rejecting government involvement. Yes, this seems to be correct, but let's read the other one also. Conservation efforts are only successful states with higher forest cover. No bhai. Economic development is more important. No, B is the correct answer. Very good. B is the correct answer. Okay. Based on your understanding of wildlife conservation in India, which of the following was significant legal framework implemented in 1972? Quick, I think that this much is enough to give the answer. What do you feel? What do you feel? Based on your understanding, tell me what was implemented in 1972? Indian Forest Act, Environmental Protection Act, Indian Wildlife Protection Act, or it is the National Forest Policy? What to say, Monica? What's to say again? Ma'am, MCQ type question I am doing. So the correct answer to this question is, okay, yes, it is Indian Wildlife Protection Act, passed in the year 1972. And as a result of that, in 1973, we saw Project Tiger also. Okay, very much correct. Next question. Following traditional practices that involves the worship and preservation of virgin forest in the pristine form referred to the forest of god and goddesses. We just discussed it. Very easy. Very easy. JFM, Chipko movement, Beach Bachao Andolan, or sacred groups, in which we are considering it as what? We are considering them as a virgin forest. That means no one shall touch it, no one shall cut it, okay? Or no one shall hunt the animals living in these areas. So I got the answer of Anurag, Asmita. D is the correct answer. Sacred groups. Well done, bacha. Now you guys are coming into like league. Very good. Next, which of the following activities fall under the secondary sector? We are moving towards economics. Okay, we are moving towards what? Economics. Very good. So, which of the following activities fall under secondary activity? The chapter name is Sectors of Indian Economy. Okay, Sectors of Indian Economy. Okay, we have three sectors. We have three sectors in Indian economy. What are they? They are majorly primary sector, okay bhai, secondary sector, ठीक है भाई, and the third one is tertiary sector. Primary, secondary and tertiary. Primary, that means everything comes, the raw material comes from nature. Secondary sector, what do? We manufacture things, right? We convert the product coming from the nature into a finished product. Like cotton grown in primary sector will be converted into a cloth in secondary sector. And tertiary sector is service. So which of the following activities fall? Manufacturing brick from the earth. D. Very good. Next question. Okay. What can be inferred about the primary sector's role in the Indian economy despite its declining share in GDP? Alright, so here they are talking about the role of primary sector. Anyone who can guess this? It is the most profitable sector. Do you feel that? Right? It is the most profitable sector. It requires more skilled labor. It continues to be largest employer, or it is no longer important for the economy. Right? Ma'am, communication comes under which sector? Beta, communication actually comes under tertiary sector because it is also service, na? Okay, Yashraj is giving me the answer C. Asmita again with the answer C. Great, great. Then I have answer of fine. Okay. So it continues to be the largest employer. Yes. If we see the data of 1970 and 2020, we will figure out that beta one thing, right? That if primary sector share was 45%, now it is somewhere dropped to 30% in terms of GDP. That means GDP share is declining, but it is still the largest producer. So employer, sorry, if 70% employees were there in this particular field, now it dropped to 16%, but still this sector is the largest employer in India, because we in India is agriculture dominant society, and here we want more labor. That's it. Which of the following is an example of primary sector activity? Tell me. Which of the following is an example of primary sector? Weaving cloth from cotton yarn, working in a call center, not at all. Dairy farming to produce milk, we can think about it. Constructing a building with bricks, no. Weaving cloth, again manufacturing. So C is the correct answer. Ma'am, tertiary sector is more important or primary sector is more important? Beta, both are important, right? Both are important, but in today's time, tertiary sector is becoming more important than primary one. Okay? Because of various factors, and the question comes likewise. Okay, yes, C is the correct answer. Very good, very good. What can be inferred as a key reason for the development of services like transport and trade in an economy? Right? So, what can be inferred here as a key feature for the development of services like transport and trade in an economy? Because it has more money. Ah, bhai, paisa is everything. So see, no, because it do not have everything, because in modern times we are more dependent on tertiary. Everyone want education. Everyone of you want healthcare. Everyone of us want to go to tourism, like we want to visit places and all that, right? So hence it becomes important. So I'm getting the answer as C. Yes, the development of primary, naturally, when you will grow more crops, the crops need to be transported. When you will make more products, it need to be sold. The service is required, and hence the development of primary, secondly, leads to the development of tertiary. Yeah, very good, going great. Next question. What can be inferred about the employment shift in India as compared to shift in GDP contribution over the last few decades? So, question is good. What is the question? What can be inferred about the employment shift in India? So, previously employment was large in primary, reduced a bit. Increased in tertiary sector a bit. Why? What can be the reason? So, the employment shift has been much faster than the GDP shift, is it? Do you feel so? Right? The shift in employment from primary has not been similar to the shift in GDP, right? Both employment and GDP share have remained constant in the primary sector, but this is not at all correct. So both has not remained same. The secondary sector now employs the largest number of people. Again, this is not correct, because you people are aware primary sector is the largest employer. Now the confusion lies between that. The employment shift has been much faster than the GDP shift. No, GDP shift is much faster. So this is wrong. B is the correct one. Great students. B confirm hai. हाँ भाई यश. Yes, B confirm hai. Very good. Next question. Okay, what can be inferred as a primary reason for historical shift from primary to secondary sector in develop? Achha, this is very interesting, okay? Right, it is very interesting. If we look at the graph of all the countries, either it be developing, underdeveloped, everyone was first dependent upon primary sector. Okay, then manufacturing happened, steam engine came, Europe became dependent upon secondary sector. Now question is, which can be inferred as primary reason for historic shift from primary to secondary sector? Now the shift is toward tertiary, but the question is about primary to secondary. Read the answers. Read the points. Agriculture became less profitable. People preferred working in cities. New method of manufacturing were introduced. Service sector declined. Very good. C. This is not service sector. Sorry, हमारे service sector तो इतना at the time was not that much popular. New sectors of manufacturing introduced. Very much correct. And I think the questions are over for today's life. Now, do you guys have any doubt? So similarly, beta, the PT-1 preparation is going for all the subjects. This entire week was dedicated to you class 10 students, and I just wish that you enjoyed the classes. Do tell me the feedback. Do you like the session? Subscribe the YouTube channel. Share with your friends so that they can also come in the next live. Now one more thing, the next particular week is dedicated to class 9 students. If you have any juniors, siblings, your friends, you guys can share them too, so that they can also get the benefit of 9th class live sessions, and we are going to make you prepare for the PT-1 for class 9. Okay, hi to everyone. Once again, if I missed like saying hi to any one of you, C is for Chennai. No ma'am. Okay, Asmita, really very good lecture. Thank you, Yashraj, for this motivation. I will definitely be bringing more and more helpful sessions for you for the entire year. I just want you to be stick with me for the entire year. We are going to rock in class 10 together. Okay, and by the way, I have started uploading one shots also recently. Nationalism in India is uploaded. Beta, go and watch. That is going to be very helpful for you. Very helpful. So go and watch that, and even I uploaded some motivational stuffs on the same channel, so you can watch them too. Bye bye, take care, good night, enjoy your weekend. By the way, that's for us. Okay, thank you. Welcome, beta, welcome. Okay, welcome, and it was nice seeing you all here. Bye bye.